Hello. Okay. Just uh, so I gotta do something entertaining. Do something entertaining. So, or you know, or I worry about sometimes like people. Times are weird, you know. Weird times. These are weird times. People being kind of screwed up to each other. Try not to be screwed up to each other. You know, sometimes, you know, you know, they kind of sometimes things really, you know, something really painful happens, like a major loss or you know a major loss of losing someone or something, or and times being weird, like you know sometimes people scrambling over each other like rats from a sinking ship, you know, just like somebody like just you know like get out of here, motherfucker. You're that's you know using a bad word. Excuse me. Somebody you know like these are hard times, you know. But when you know, what's best for me, mostly, if it's what's best for me, then mostly the people around me, it's what's best for them too, you know? Like, in good times, in good times, if I was doing good, everybody around me would be doing pretty good too. So, hopefully, you know? But, you know, sometimes, like, I don't know. When I didn't expect my own, like, you know, I used to just smoke weed all the time. I used to be quite a pothead. Smoking, I smoked all the weed. There's no more weed, you know. I smoked it all. Smoked all the weed. There's no more weed for anyone. And so, you know, that just living that way, just you know, it's hard to sustain my, you know, keep my, you know, make sure I handle all my stuff I gotta handle. If I'm smoking pot all the time, you know can't handle all my stuff, and also just you know some kind of some weird stuff sometimes happens like that. You know, somebody come along and just do something bad. You know, people can come along and do something bad. Maybe I don't know, or just the weed making people paranoid, and you know also just uh, you know I don't know, learning how to like interact in the world and stuff. Like learning how to interact with people and just like you know try to like learn how to you know interact with people. Sometimes you gotta tell people no. Like sometimes you gotta tell someone no. Like I just no. You know. Sometimes that can be hard. You know. Say like telling someone no, or or correctly saying if I'm sure I need something, and like speaking up for myself to like advocate for myself, you know, or something. And also, you know, uh, it can be hard to ma- deal with my own feelings, you know. I never learned how to, or I gotta relearn how to have my feelings, you know, being an adult, you know. Just when you know, smoking pot all the time, you know, when I was smoking pot all the time, I just never kind of sorted through these like feelings, you know, especially about a woman, you know, feelings about a woman, or you know, just handling my own feelings or something. I don't know. Uh, Maybe that's not, you know, that's not as, I mean, you know, so just, you know, the better I can do myself, better I can do for myself is better for me, you know. A lot of people probably tried to say that to me, and I just kind of didn't, you know, I didn't hear it. When when I was growing up, and I started to be an adult, and like time to move out, and like, you know, build my own life and stuff. Personally, I had a weed problem, and I knew it was a problem by then. Like I knew I had a weed problem by then, even, and but growing up and moving out and just like, you know, building my life and stuff, and just I don't know, just was always, smoking weed. Forgot what I was saying there. So what I was trying to say, I think, so like, you know, it's like times are so weird, these weird times. Do you know, times are that weird. Times are really that weird. And I mean, it's not, when it starts out, it's not about me just trying to make, not, making things about me that aren't about me. I make things about me that aren't about me, it's about me. Uh, or, some things are about me, like, and the better that I can keep, handle myself, just do what I do for myself, keep, handle my own responsibilities, just keep myself, you know, my, keep myself out of the way, try to do a YouTube channel or something, get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube channel. Like, I would appreciate if you would subscribe. When I was flipping these, so what I got when I flipped these for myself, it said my inner truth. Just said my inner truth, no emphasis really on anything. My own inner truth. My own inner truth, I guess, have to do with robots, this robots and stuff like that. Robots and, like, uh, I don't know. Just, like, I mean, my inner truth. I mean, well, it's all like it would be nice to meet a woman, It really would be nice to meet a woman. When I didn't expect myself to be like this, I didn't expect it to be that difficult or something. I didn't expect myself, didn't expect myself. Anyways, that's what it told me. It's just my inner truth. Just told me my inner truth. I guess, I get kind of paranoid, kind of a paranoid person, and I have trouble, like, keeping myself like on even keel, just like keep myself stable basically, and that the person who's worse for it if I can is myself, if I'm just like unstable or like emotionally just like feeling horrible, sometimes feeling horrible, really, just like, skin crawling, just like feeling not good. Uh, so, you know, so, anyways, when times are good, if times are good, then things are good for me and all the people around me, mostly, almost everyone around me, times are good. For myself and everyone around me, if times are good for everyone. And they aren't. Like, times are weird. Like things are kind of hard for me. Things are really harder for me than they've ever been. Also, I've never been 40. Like this, our generations come and go, and just like I've never been a 40-year-old man. I never, and I quit smoking pot, but you know, that I quit smoking pot years ago now, and it just like those years just like fly by, those years just go by. Uh, you know, times when times are weird. They're hard. Times are hard. They're weird. Uh, and they're hard for me, and they're hard for a lot of the people around me, and that makes it harder. Times are hard, makes it harder, and it's also like if it's easy, it doesn't matter. It's like, when like be to like be, you know, like be to do a good job, you know, does it matter to do a good job if I don't have a job? You know, I mean, does it like, you know, forgiveness, like or spiritual principle forgiveness, or you know, the, you know, just, I don't know, doing the right thing or something, doing the right thing. I mean, uh, serenity, you know, doing the right thing, just like keeping myself, you know, if it doesn't matter unless it's hard, you know. If things aren't difficult, then who cares if you do good or not, you know. But it does matter, because like times get hard for everyone. Times get hard in the world, and just like this, if everybody's just smoking weed and not like doing stuff, anything to like help each other. Like when I, especially on the internet, you know, like I was always on the internet, just like grew up on the internet, was smoking weed on the internet since I was a kid, and just lived on, you know, the streets of the internet. That I grew up on the streets of the information superhighway, getting run over by the old ladies. That was, you know, when I was growing up on the internet, and this what so growing up on the internet is not conducive to like being like a normal person. So, but you know, when I, you know, on the internet, you know, just behind a screen you can be whoever you want to be, I guess. So like just slowing down to like help some guy, and like I guess I saw this happen over and over. Just like some guy starts getting bent out of shape. I saw that so many times and try to help that guy. And a lot of the time, I don't know, just slow down and help someone else. It was easy for me. Like I got no worries in the world, just smoking my weed, sitting at the internet. You know, might as well be a kind person. Like if I got no worries, might as well be a kind, good, you know, kind-hearted person. You know, if I have no worries, now all of a sudden I have my worries, along with everyone. All of a sudden everyone has worries. Maybe maybe a lot of people just always did. I just like here. I'll see what's going on for you. What this says. Uh, to do a reading for you, not you. No, this is a reading for someone who needs a reading. So let's see. So let's see how this. So this. That is. So well, the way this works, I put these coins, put 3 coins 6 times. Okay, hang on. So this is supposed to like give you like some good guidance here. So let's see here. That one's all right, a little out of the. This one, the coin landed a little bit out of the. How I do it. See how I do this. I'll show you how to do this. But anyway, so let's see. So your first trigram, all of the, I forget what they're even called. Again, wow. So this is a certain energy. You're very, so far you're very to the one side of the energy. Let's see here. Very much so. This is our last one. Here, let's see. This one is all. This one So the last one for you was the other one. So it was like five of the same and then another one, and the one that's like that. It's just kind of interesting how that. So this is I think this. Oh, I think what this is like when so you know when an acorn like falls off an oak tree and like it so like it they like the seed a seed falls off a tree and it lands, and then what's difficult, see, for the seed, even there what a seed, the shell of a seed like disintegrates and the seed becomes uh like it's it so it's like it's just like, I mean, it's kind of not great. It's deterioration, but not. I mean, so when things rise and fall, you know, like the things come and go. So so deterioration deterioration also means the shell of a seed disintegrating to grow into a thing, and that things will improve. Things like they're like as an ebb and flow. Like for okay, for the one. So like it's this stuff is, it's not necessarily good or bad. Like none of them are necessarily good or bad, but this this could mean uh, it's kind of just a time to wait and that things will get better, but also a time to like if you have people who look up to you, people who look up to you, like make sure you're there, make sure you're like uh, you know like uh, kind of like reach out benevolently to the people who look up to you, and be kind of consolidating your you know like to be um, to be generous and supportive of those, the ones closest to you. Remember that, be generous and supportive of those, your loved ones. Uh, this you know I don't know. I rolled mine and I saw my inner truth. When I you know uh, when I just, I mean, so I used to just not believe in any of this stuff at all. Like that, I had a deck of tarot cards as a kid, but kind of when I had started, smoking pot all the time, and this lady uh, gave me a deck of tarot cards, and I really just like, ooh man, when I really just, I really I had problems. Like had problems with this lady. You know, I don't know. I'm just like what I put here was my inner truth, and so for you, this deterioration. It's just this calls it deterioration. It's not. It this especially in this is the I Ching, or how you. It's like everything is cycles. Cycles of like so deterioration. It's more thought of as like the shell of a seed disintegrating, kind of like So deterioration, but it's hard times, like for for everyone. That is the case. This almost it's like if so when uh, if possible don't uh, like you know uh, I mean it's like time. It's sort of uh, like if you like like just it's a time to just kind of consolidate yourself. Like uh, don't be like expanding into don't start a new business right now or something, and that when I guess I guess it's like if you do generosity to those below you, kind of like when it's especially uh for you, like things are kind of not the best that they could possibly be. And the thing to do is to like uh, stabilize your environment through generosity to those below you, basically. So like those your loved ones, like people who look up to you and stuff. This is something I I have screwed. I just it's really nobody's perfect. We really screw up sometimes. But anyways, I'm gonna do a reading for that lady. That lady. Are you still there? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, lady. I'll give you a reading here. This and also yeah. I'll give you a reading. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This is yeah. Okay. So just well, not much to tell you yet. Okay. Let's see. This is interesting. In my own and the other guys, there was no there was no emphasis, and yours already has an emphasis. And also, an emphasis is like what comes this out of this out of this phase is the next thing. So you're okay. Your reading is very it's we're actually it kind of depends this last one. Okay. Uh, so your people around you. Let's see here. Um, it's sir. Some people say sir. When you say sir, you mean him. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, you're so something about this reading. I think this it really like your people around you. So your sense of community, a sense of community, and you do, yeah, you do. You have like your that community where you're running your community. You're a leader in your community. So community in the open brings progress. In your community, society functions at its very best when each member finds security in his place within the social structure. When everyone finds their place, like that. When every member, like every member of your community is gainfully employed, yet have yet have individual initiative when they can excel, like when they're all excelling at their own craft, and so when our sense of community, and you may be in a position to help organize your community. If you're in a position to help organize your community, so uh, like help each person find their spot. Help people find their spot. And you have not a lot of emphasis on what's coming out of this is your own, like your majestic great power, like your very your uh your your awesomeness. What's coming out of this is your awesomeness. Our community, this sense of community, and what's coming out of it, like potential energy, like your awesomeness. So let's see. Those kind of emphasize uh, a tendency towards elitism and exclusivity. So, oh, and that, so honestly, sometimes that's like, but no, in this case, that creates limitations for everyone in society, and such a situation will bring regret. So no elitism, just like the, and although, you see, what I've told you is like this, like your own potential energy is like coming out of your sense of community. So, and the more that you pursue your dream, the further you drift from your community. In time, your loneliness will bring you to your senses and good fortune. Then the difficulties and obstacles within the situation cause you much sorrow. If you openly express your distress, you will find that you generate similar expressions in your fellow man. Together, you can overcome the difficult time, and there will be much joy in your newfound unity. So, when elitism and exclusivity creates limitations for everyone, and so you don't want to be snooty. You don't want to be snooty, but uh, if you keep you pursuing your dream and you're drifting away from your community as you pursue your dream, and your own loneliness could bring you to your senses, and that's good fortune. That's good fortune. This, although, so overall, like that, it'll be good. Like it's all good. So, that's all that, like it, like your community, even, I think you're a strong community. Uh, okay, here, I'll try to tell you some more about this. Okay, don't worry, you get worried. So, okay, uh, I understand, it's like, just say, don't worry. Okay. So, let me see if my stream is still on. Alright. Oh, it seems to be. Okay, so let's see. So also this sense of community, it's what this is saying, don't be too much of a leader. So when you help other people find their spot and you find your spot too, you know? When so I feel like I'm just stressing you out here. So like when so organization of a community, an organization of a community, if everybody like finds their place in the community and you also find your place in the community and maintain your composure in your place in your community, you know, your principled attitude about your craft or job. And so when for you, this other fellow, I'm trying to help this other guy. So for him, he needs to slow down, be careful what he's doing right now. Like that, everything is like his, you know, when deterioration, the seed. Like the seed's whole experience has been a seed with a shell that's about to disintegrate, you know, and so he has to like kind of stop, be careful, and you are this is a good time for something new, like something, follow your ambition, do like when you're in your community, when you're helping the people in your community find their different spot, like helping people in your community find their spot. So when you're helping people, and you're already doing that kind of. So don't worry. Don't worry. Tell you don't worry. It's like, I'm gonna worry if you tell me don't worry. Also, man, when this is not the time to so it says this is not the time to strike out as an individual. So when you have your good sense of community, you have a very good sense of community. I think maybe sometimes the step down off the pedestal somehow, like to step down. And so so for me, like my inner truth would tell me like I need to do that too. I'm someone who quit smoking pot, like that's like or I don't know, this when I okay the cat is here, and he's trying to tell me. He's saying this is very important. So I'm just some guy. Like we're all just some guy. Like like the seed's experience of his whole life experience as a seed, and then the shell he falls off the tree, the acorn falls off the tree, lands in the mud, and the shell starts to disintegrate, and a new oak tree, it becomes an oak tree, you know, like the like and so myself, like you know, like easier said than done, and I'm just some guy, I'm not only just some guy. I'm a certain type of guy who has certain type of problems, uh, you know, and I have certain strengths and weaknesses. I'm just like anyone. You too, man. Like, you know, nobody's perfect. I mean, no. So, uh, but you know, uh, you know, so so you know, I don't know. The things that what I'm I don't know. You know, sometimes you know we try. You know, times are so hard for so many people. Like times are weird and they're hard for so many people, and that's like usually often when times are hard. You know, when times get hard, the tough get tougher. Like, you know, I don't know. When times are weird, we just like in weird times we just. I mean, when times are weird, we just those like you know, things that you know, like what you know. And I used to always be smoking pot on the internet all the time, and just like you know, I just it sometimes would happen that I end up like talking to someone on the internet who's really like struggling. A guy who's just like usually it would be a guy, myself helping another guy, and he's just like really struggling and just like things are terrible, and somehow if I'm like, well, it's no skin off my back to like talk to this guy for like hours on end, you know, why not, you know, and like that when I just you know I mean when people you know just times you know I don't know, stop and smell the flowers, I don't know, just slow down and smell the roses, I don't know. And also, you know, my my I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Some people say just like follow your dream or something. I don't know. Just like do what you know. So I got this other robot over here. Hey, don't look at my butt. So with this, see, look at this robot. It's like my what I you know slow down and follow my dream. I guess you know. It's like follow your own dreams. You know. Uh, believe in yourself. Do you know? I don't know. Believe in yourself. That's it. What's that? I don't know. Believe in yourself. I just like I don't know. I didn't want to like stream and just like not do anything entertaining. So I don't know. It's something entertaining to do. Kitties. Meow meow. So I don't have a dog. The dog uh, I have two cats. I'm just not really a dog person. Like I feel like I should be able to like take care of a dog properly. I'm not feeling good about this. I feel like I don't know. I should be able to take care of a dog properly. Maybe he'll be back. But probably not. I'm just... I don't know. Hopefully this dog. Things are good with this dog. Just... A dog... What a dog deserves is a dog person. Maybe that's how that goes. A dog deserves a dog person. To, like, be happy, run around in a field or something, run around in a farm. Send the dog to the funny farm. Yep. So... I don't know. I don't know what to make of these things. Alright, let's see. Something else entertaining to do. What's an entertaining thing for me to do? Okay, let's see. How shall I be entertaining for you? Let's see. Hey, hello, viewer. You can type stuff here and the robot will do it. Like, watch this. Walk forward. You see? Stop. Meow meow, meow meow, meow meow. you know, you know, someone said, I looked up something and said something like 40 to 50% of people report that they believe in ghosts. So, so let's say half of the people say they do believe in ghosts, and so the ghosts, when I used to be a person who just didn't believe in any kind of thing like that, just didn't believe in any such thing. I sort of grew up in this house, and I just would, there's millions of people, so I know there's like this demographic of people who just don't believe in anything like that. And when they're, so, with this house, my family is kind of from this area, white people from this area, and my family goes back in this area. My mother was born here. My mother's mother was born here. My mother's mother's mother was born here. My mother's 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 was born here. And this house was built by my great great uncle. And I never met him. I think he passed away 10 years before I was born. His name was Stephen. So I guess people have told me a little bit about him. Like he wore like a tall, what are they called? Is Stetson? Is that a thing? Or he wore a wide brimmed tall hat like that. He was a Marine, but in World War One, he was a Marine. He wore a kind of a wide brimmed hat that was tall, kind of, like you would know it if you saw it. And my aunt told me sometimes he would sit outside and like carve a piece of fruit with a knife. It this give him a piece of fruit, a piece of fruit, piece of an apple, and so he also was a blacksmith. He was a blacksmith. So like that. City with this city. So he was born in the 1800s. You know what I mean? So he, when people need a horseshoe, they go to the blacksmith. They didn't, just, and so he probably did, made horseshoes and wagon wheels and stuff. Just, I don't know what a blacksmith, if you needed something made out of iron, you go to the blacksmith. And he never married. My great great uncle. My great great uncle and my great great aunt never married. My other great great uncle did get married, and my great grandmother of course got married. And my great great uncle, the other great great uncle, he built this house down the road there. So, and my friend here, when I ended up moving back here, like kind of like like this, COVID going on and stuff, and I ended up moving back here. So when I ended up moving back here, and my friend here, he lived in the house that my other great great uncle made. So my family was from this area. I think what he would tell me is get off my high horse. He'd say, get off your high horse. Yeah, for real. Get off my high horse. So, get off my high horse and stuff. Self-driving cars. Do you know when there were carriages, and then there were horseless carriages, and now there's going to be horseless driverless carriages, and but a horse. So if a car. So and hey, this is directly about my dream, my dream of the self-driving remote control car, or just you know, like put the cats on the internet. So I just go outside in the sunshine, or just put the cats to work. You know, put the cats to work doing something. Like make the cats make YouTube videos. Here, come on, you be famous. You be famous YouTube star. Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that? Hey, Sasha, come here. Hey. She does like being on the YouTube. What are you thinking? Oh no. Wah-wah, wah-wah. Yeah, hey, bro. Dude, what's up? What's up?
Yo, brother.
Hey, dude, what's up? Yeah, there's lag, huh? There's lagging. Lagging.
Just doing homework.
Yeah? How's it going? How's
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Alright, I'm trying to do entertaining stuff on the stream. Do something entertaining. Entertain people.
I love this sound so much.
Ugh. Ugh. Roar. Yeah, the robot dance. Robot dance. Wave. Uh, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Sorry, stories. Tell you ghost stories. I don't even know. Well, that's disturbing. Princess? No, princess. This internet stream is in 2026. This internet stream in 2026. But I've been on the internet a long time. Tell you the story about my name Rewind. Rewind, 25 years ago. I had a job painting bridges. Being cool on the internet. Bridges over the water. Big long bridge over the water, or where they grow apples over there. That's disturbing. Here, princess, go away. Nobody wants to see you. Go away, princess. So this bridge over to where they grow the apples over there, big red apples. Now I had a job painting the bridges. We always paint the bridges kind of a dull. I mean, that shade of red, not like an apple red kind of, like a brownish red kind of, like a almost like a. We paint those bridges like kind of a rusty red color.
Rust.
Yeah, like a rust-colored bridge. I mean, the bridges aren't rusty. We paint them, big metal bridges, and we string a thing kind of under the bridge, like all the way across. It's got to be, a quarter of a mile across, like a big industrial hammock, like under the bridge, kind of slung under the bridge. And we like paint the bottoms of the bridges like that, kind of like not like an apple red, like kind of like a darker shade of red, you know, red dripping down off the bottom of the bridge on our faces and stuff. And some people build bridges, you know, like if I climb up out of the hammock and like climb up on the top, look all the way back and forth. There are different jurisdictions at each end of the bridge, and people build those bridges. And I just like paint them like I mean, even sleep under there, on a job, like live under a bridge. Like, yeah, when I'm on a job, live under a bridge, paint it red. That's like, when I, you know, some people call me Rewind, just a long time ago, and steal that guy, kidnap him, steal him for myself, like Kirby. Eat an apple, just with this. My great uncle kind of sliced an apple. I don't know. Like that's not like I'm not him. So it's not a cooking show. raised a certain way, like all violence is like wrong. Do you know? Well, I was raised watching Star Trek, for example. You know, back in the 90s, you know, when I was a kid in the 1990s, watching Star Trek. Like my family would all get together and watch Star Trek. And I like wasn't even allowed to watch TV really. Like TV will TV rot your brain, and fighting is wrong. Uh,
Rewind.
I now rewind with someone like 25 years ago on the internet. He was from the future. I would imagine he's from the future.
Another John Titor.
Another what? Yeah, yeah, John Titor, yeah. So this, I guess, like, you know, what I even, you know, I would think, you know, I would, you know, I did take martial arts. I did. I took martial arts as a kid. I did. But not to like beat people up or hurt people, you know. Not all about hurting people. I'd imagine I didn't take martial arts about big knives, but I would imagine if you're just practicing, don't use the sharp knife when you're practicing. This ain't practice. Like, I don't know what I'm doing exactly. Just eating an apple. Um. Uh. Inspire confidence in my viewers.
Your blade proficiency is reminiscent of the noble samurai.
Ah, right. The Jiu-Jitsu.
Kulhat.
Благодарю вас.
Russian or North Korean?
Maoist. Honestly, it's like a fake Maoist. It's fake Maoist hat. Maoist. Mao. 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 Meow. 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 Well, just on the day that wouldn't be today. Today wouldn't be today. Now this is a YouTube. Oh man. Do something entertaining. What should I do that's entertaining? Do something very entertaining. Look at this. Look at this.
Show off some of your cool gadgets.
Yeah, I don't know. Cool. I don't know. I don't know what's cool. I'll tell you about this set of speakers here. Do you see this set of speakers here? These speakers are kind of like special.
Yeah.
Yeah, these speakers are special. So this lady, my neighbor lady, gave me those speakers. They're kind of special speakers. So when I've kind of been on this like spiritual, like a quest of on my spiritual quest or something, like spiritual investigation, just spiritual investigation, basically. My like fuck this, fuck that, motherfucker. My so just a spiritual quest, spiritual. A spiritual quest, my spiritual investigation, and deciding what I believe, where I feel like my great great uncle is with me. I feel like he's here with me. You know, you know this. You know the story of Abraham. The story of Abraham. Abraham's gonna sacrifice his son. He's gonna kill his son Isaac. Abraham is gonna kill his son Isaac to go be a ghost and do nice things for his mother. Is that honestly like you know? And so like God is, or Abraham was the, Abraham is known as the first person who's like, God is real, there's only one God, and so he's gonna sacrifice his son Isaac. He goes to the Abrahamic religions came together over time, since the time of Abraham. So he's gonna, kill his son Isaac, and so and he doesn't. Isaac lives, He doesn't like God sends a ram. And Abraham's like, oh, there's a ram. My son will be fine. He'll leave his son alone. His son, and he doesn't sacrifice his son. He decides not to. Decides not to sacrifice his son. Just like my dad. My dad didn't sacrifice me. I appreciate it. It's been good. It's been a good run not to be sacrificed until I'm 40 years old. It's still never been sacrificed. I don't want to be. I want to live. But I want a good life. I want to live a good life. And a lot of people didn't just tell me straight across. A lot of people tried to tell me.
I too have not been sacrificed.
Yeah, dude, bro. Bro hasn't been sacrificed. Just like Isaac in the story of Abraham and Isaac, we didn't get sacrificed. And America is a very Christian country. It's good. It's good. The Christian first world is mostly pretty good. When people are different, accepting of difference. Accepting of difference. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, the Christian world, the first world, or something like first world Christendom, or something. I think so. And so, anyways, these speakers. So I was in here. It was starting to get cold again. It was, excuse me. It was 2021. Starting to get cold again, like fall of 2021. And I was sitting there, kind of lost in thought. I was, thinking, and started thinking about Jesus, and the speakers went burr, 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 here. The speakers did. It's like, oh my God, it's a message from God. And what it was, uh, our robotic technology to upload our consciousnesses to heaven. Upload a consciousness, upload to heaven. And so, you know, a technology in place to like expand our or no, not expand our consciousness, like link us up, like when we die we get uploaded and saved, a copy gets it, or not a copy, like ourselves, and went this technology across the cognitive informational space. A book has information in it. A book is a thing. A story is not. It's a thing. A story is a thing, but it's not. A book is a thing, and a story is in a book. A human is a thing. Like we don't appreciate being, you know what I mean? A human being, and the human experience of a human mind is not a thing. It's like a story. The human mind, my mind, is a cognitive informational space, and everything is on a substrate of physical reality, which is really comes out of like quantum informational states. So, so information, the human being. I'm a human being inside of my human self. I'm like, I don't want my story to end. Upload me somewhere. Upload me to a Dyson sphere when I die in the future. My friend Rewind. Rewind from the future. Rewind is from the future, where there's a Dyson sphere, and they collect our consciousnesses and upload us into the Lord's kingdom, which is like an informational, like, internet, where we live on in a database. Seems right, don't you think? Or no, Mike. And the cat's like, oh, there he goes. He can't even, he can't get off his high horse no matter what he does. And the cat's like, mm-hmm. 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 This cat is named Rasputin. Come here. Come here. Sir? Please, sir. This is Princess Sasha. Princess Sasha. Meow. The dog went camping with his lady. The chivalrous dog camping with his lady. Yeah, Kiki. Meow. 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 Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Hey, what is that? And of course, our next song, Green Sleeves.
Circulating. When it gonna go? Alright, bro, have a good one. YouTube.